Hi everyone, it's me, Brittany here. 31 weeks pregnant today, about 9 more weeks to go. So as far as my symptoms last week, I'm still having the Braxton Hicks. It seems like I'm having them almost every day, but I haven't had an issue as far as with them being clustered together like that. So I have been trying to stay really hydrated. I mean, I drink a lot of water anyway, but I'm just trying to up that and making sure I keep my bladder empty. I have read that that can be helpful too with kind of preventing them, but I know it's the body's way of preparing for labor, so that's fine. Having backache, I have gas, I'm really tired, and I'm still having that soreness down there, which I know I'm gonna have, but it seems like if I get up to use the bathroom after laying down for a while, like it just feels so much more intense. So I can't even imagine once I have pelvic pressure, in addition to that. So, and then I find myself more comfortable on the couch than in the bed. So I try to get some sleep on the couch first and then I'll transition to the bed. So that's pretty much it symptom wise. So as far as what's been going on in my pregnancy world, I met with my doula yesterday with my husband. She came over to our house. So we sat down with her for maybe 2.5 hours. And I knew she lived close to the house, but I didn't realize how close. She's like 5 minutes away. So I'm just really thrilled about that she's so close. So we touched base different things as far as with the birth plan, different comfort measures. We're going to get into further as far as with different ways I want to do pain management. And I liked how she really included my husband as far as his apprehensions with the doula, because at first he was a bit apprehensive, but after meeting with one before and based on what I've been communicating to him, he's been more on board. And she, asking him different things as far as his expectations, what he wants his role to be, because she said it's some husbands, partners who are super involved, and it's some that just want to step back and allow the doula to do most of the assisting. So just her goal is just for me and him to work together, since it is such a beautiful and intimate time. So she's going to help it be smooth sailing for us. And we talked about my doctor, and she is picking up my picking up me not really being fully comfortable with my decision to continue with him. And it's not by any means anything with disliking him. I feel like he's provided great prenatal care. I just feel like it's some things we don't see eye to eye on, and I do have a certain goal for this birth, and I just want to make sure as I'm building my team, as far as with my doctor or if I have a midwife, my doula, my husband, I want to make sure everyone is on board with what I want, or at least try to help me get to that point, even if it doesn't happen. So that's just my thoughts on that. So she did recommend another doctor for me and also a midwife, so I'm going to look into that. And then what I thought was, I didn't know whether it was fate or a coincidence. I was talking to one of my friend's moms, and we kind of got into the discussion of me wanting to switch my doctor. And so she's asked me why, so I'm explaining my rationale and everything. And she has 3 daughters, so one of her births she did deal with a midwife, and her other births were high risk, so she kind of had an OBGYN. And she said her experiences were night and day. And she actually, even though that was another state that she was in during the time, and she is older, it's my friend's mom after all, but she happens to know a midwife here locally, and it was actually the same midwife my doula recommended. So I thought that was really cool, because my friend's mom, she is not like in that industry. So I just thought that was strange. She gave me the exact name. So basically, it's a woman who, she's from England, And she actually opened up a birthing center that's about 25-30 minutes from the house. So the hospital that I was considering initially is about 25 minutes as well. So I'm going to look into that. Excuse me. In the midwife, she does deliver at hospitals and everything. And I'm not really even opposed to the birthing center. I just, from my understanding, you do leave after a certain period. Like, I've heard some people who have gone through that, as far as YouTubers, that they left 12 hours after or whatever. Which, I mean, I guess if you're okay and everything, it's no need to stay. So I don't know if it's the case with a birthing center that you could stay like a couple days or whatever. So that's something that I need to find out. But if you guys could give me your opinion as far as birthing centers versus hospitals, if any of y'all have given birth at a birthing center or if that's any of you guys' plans. And as far as doctors versus midwives, like I would love to know like your experiences or your thoughts on that. Excuse me. And it's just I really want to have like a peace with my decision, and I don't have that right now with this doctor. So I really feel like I need to follow my intuition. I didn't get to start the childbirth education class because the instructor, she is also a hospice. So I don't know if she does that at a facility or if she's in someone's home. But she was on call, so she was unable to teach the class. So that will begin this Friday. And then next Monday, I have an infant CPR class. Then I'm meeting with one more pediatrician tomorrow. I think I'm pretty much set on like the first one, but I had scheduled this meeting like a month ago, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go. And as far as updates with the baby shower, menu is underway. So it's gonna be like light appetizers as far as sandwiches, perhaps a veggie platter, fruit platter, cheese and crackers, light stuff. I'm not trying to fill everyone up. That's why I'm having it from 2 to 5. People should have already had lunch, and they should, when they're about to go, it's almost dinner time. So just something to kind of get them along their way, a little snack. And then I'm going to meet with my cousin next week, and we're going to finalize the games and everything, the one who's hosting it. And I wanted some ideas for prizes. What I was just thinking about doing was getting gift cards in $5 increments on a place where you would typically spend $5. Not like $5 at Target or whatever, but $5 for Starbucks. I mean, you may spend $5 on your coffee, or McDonald's, Burger King. So I just thought it was something practical, something that you can use. And then plus with it being co-ed, if I had like little keepsake stuff, I don't think a guy is gonna be all excited about that kind of prize. So if you can give me your thoughts on that, or if y'all have any other inexpensive suggestions, I would like to hear that. And oh, I wanted to congratulate one of my fellow YouTube mommies and subbies. I believe, let me try to get the username right, but Aiden114 2012. So she just had her little boy this past weekend, and he's so cute. So congratulations to you, and I hope you enjoy being a mommy and your little boy. I wanted to recommend this for those of you who have not seen it. It's called The Business of Being Born. And I just watched it this past weekend with my husband. I ordered it over a month ago, and I waited ever so patiently to be able to watch it with him, even though I was tempted to watch it by myself. But I was good, and I waited to watch it with him. But for those of you who don't know, it is a documentary by Ricki Lake. And basically, she wanted to have a natural birth with her first pregnancy, and she went to the hospital, and it kind of led to all these other medical interventions, and she felt really unfulfilled with her birth. So she did research prior to her second pregnancy, just to see the difference with births with medical interventions, C-sections, natural births, doctors, midwives. So it's very informative. My husband enjoyed watching it, and he works at a hospital, so he's like in the medical field. So it's very enlightening. I like that. A lot of stuff that I have been researching from different sources, that this was kind of compiled into this DVD. And I had heard about it before I was pregnant, and I knew it was something that, based on what I had heard, I knew it was something that I definitely wanted to watch before I popped the baby out. And it also, you also will see some things historically. It's a lot of statistics. It's not biased, which I liked because you're getting perspectives from both doctors and midwives. And to me, what was most startling was that in other developed countries, like 70 to 80% of those births are with a midwife or natural, versus like 5% here. In the US is like one of the most developed countries. So what's up with us, you know? So just, it actually says on here, a must-see for every parent to be. So I would highly recommend it. I got it off Amazon. I only paid like $6 or $7, and I have Amazon Prime. Well, I signed up for the Amazon Mom thing, which I would suggest that too for other moms and moms to be, because the more, like, you get a certain period of free shipping, but like the more purchases you do, they'll add on additional months of free shipping. So fairly inexpensive and super informative. So I definitely would recommend watching that. I did want to say something non-pregnancy related as far as with my hair. So I did just recently get the yarn braids, which I do like, and I use two tones. So I have a black and a brown going on. So I had a friend do it for me, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around that it's actually yarn. So I just kind of like it that it almost has like a dreadlock look. But I've just read how it's a good protective style, and I'm hoping that I will have this in until sometime after I have her. My plan is to transition. So I'm about 5 months in the process, and I could have been like 8 months, but at one point I did break down and get a relaxer. So I'm hoping maybe sometime like in April or so that I will be doing the big chop and cutting the relaxer off. So that's my plan now. So if I don't stick to it, all my natural girls, please don't be mad at me. But that is my plan, and I'm hoping to do that. I'll go ahead and show you my belly. Oh, here's the front. I'm about to go ahead and measure without even fully showing my belly. Side. And the other side. And it looks like I'm still at 37. So it could be with how she's positioned, or maybe I didn't have any growth this week. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you at 32 weeks.